Всем привет, с вами Килона, и это 13-я серия Dreamfall The Longest Journey. В прошлой серии мы пробрались в это здание, оделись уборщицей. Упс. Видимо, он узнал, что я не здешняя. Черт. И что мне делать? Игнорировать его, понятно. Все везде закрыто. Давай пойдем за ним. Я надеюсь, он не развернется, не пойдет обратно. Упс, вон идет. Все хорошо. Только она не там спряталась. Он сейчас нам вот так пойдет. Ага. О. Ау. Sorry, I'm sorry. Черт, он меня глушит, сейчас я умру. Она ничего не хочет открывать. Нет, мы не можем это. Черт, я сейчас умру, короче. Убей меня уже. Черт, тут закрыто, может тут открыто. Тут закрыто, черт, я просто пытаюсь спастись. Здесь, наверное, тоже закрыто. Сейчас я умру. Все, давай, добивай меня. Ладно, я сейчас чуть побегаю. Ну ладно. Все, я теперь поняла, нужно прятаться просто от этой тупой штуки. Зачем я главное меню нажала, я не знаю. Бывает, ничего страшного. Так. Где она там? Пока что не появилась. Черт. А можно как-то промотать? Да. Давай мы тихо пойдем за ней. Все исчезло. Так быстро. Так. Я надеюсь, она так нас не заметит. И куда нам идти дальше? Может быть... Ой! Черт! Я не ожидала, что он оттуда выйдет. Сейчас посмотрим. Она когда проходит, там дверь открывается. Нет, она... Сейчас. Она должна выйти с другой стороны вроде, да?
It's closed.
О, открыто. Круто. Может быть, здесь по-тихому? Нет, тихо, она очень медленно идет. Там я просто слышала звук какой-то. Здесь компьютер включен. Ой. Симпатичный молодой человек. Офигеть, вот этот экран. Он так близко сидит. Чувак, тебе привиделось? Что он делает? Офигеть, вот этот экран. Бедный, у него шея уже болит. Не знаю. Ой, я же сюда пришла, отсюда точнее. Да? Или я просто обошла? Сейчас посмотрим. Да, я обошла. Значит, нам нужно поговорить с ним, да? Я думаю, хотя не знаю.
Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for Damien Kavanagh.
Speaking. Well, what do you need?
Oh,
I have clearance to work today.
I don't work here. I'm a friend of Reza Tamiz, Jericho.
Jericho? Jesus. How did you... Hold on a second. Let me just...
What did you just do?
I'm not sure
Вызвала
that this
охрану.
remains a private conversation. How did you get in here? This place is a bloody fortress.
I'm getting good at finding my way into impenetrable fortresses. I'm Zoe.
Damien Cav. You already know who I am, which I find sort of disturbing. I told Jericho that he couldn't talk to anyone about this. Did Jericho send you? I haven't been able to contact him.
Jericho's gone. Something's happened to him. But he left me enough info to locate you.
He's disappeared. Jesus, that's not good. What about Rio? She went to see Jericho 5 days ago.
Is she... Are you close?
We worked together. Why? What's happened?
I think she's... dead.
Are you serious? Jesus. I'm in way over my head in this one. I shouldn't have asked her to go. What happened to her?
I don't know. I found her in Jericho's apartment. She was hooked up to this white plastic thing, and there were wires going into her head.
The dreamer.
What?
That's what it's called. A dreamer. It's not supposed to kill you.
I know. They hooked me up to one.
Who hooked you up to a dreamer?
2 girls. Twins. I don't know who they work for, but I'm guessing they're connected to your company.
I've seen them around. They work for Miss Gilmore, the president.
I think maybe they got to Rio as well. And they're after Jericho... after Reza. I was hoping he'd made it here.
I haven't heard from him since Thursday. Sorry. Rio rang me when she got into Casablanca and told me she'd met with Jericho.
That must have been right before... I found her in Jericho's apartment, and minutes later the Eye raided the place. I was arrested, but they let me go the next morning.
Is there anyone who isn't involved in this?
This? What? I decided to track Reza down in order to help him. He's my best friend. But I don't know what this is, or what I've gotten myself involved in. Now Reza's vanished, and you're the only lead I have left. Can you please just tell me what this is?
You don't know anything.
Only what I've picked up on the way here. Reza never shares her stories with me. I know that Watticourt is working on something, and that they've been testing it out on people in Newport. You called it the Dreamer. I know that the Dreamer is probably connected to the static somehow, and that is most likely what Reza was investigating in the first place. And I also know that Watticourt is keen to keep all of this under wraps. Keen enough to kill people. Apart from that, I have no idea who you are, what you've told Reza, what Rio was doing in his apartment, and what this Dreamer thing is all about. So you're going to have to fill me in, and I'm not leaving here until you do. I've come too far to go back now. If I can't help Reza, at least I want to know why. I want the truth.
Right. Well, okay. I understand you want the truth. I wish I could tell you. I'm putting myself at great risk here, Zoe. I don't know who you are. For all I know, you could be working for the corporation. And then again, if you do, I'm already done for anyway, so... You're right about all of it. We, Watticorp's working on something big. The Dreamer. It's a device that'll let you dream anything you've got in mind to dream. Lucid dreams. You're awake and in control. Can you just imagine the possibilities? Every other entertainment medium would simply disappear overnight. Why watch a movie when you can dream it? It was destined to be the biggest thing in history, and was supposed to go on the market in a few months from now. However, about 3 months ago, something happened. There was a contamination in the network that connects each Dreamer console with the central processor, Dreamcore. I used to work on the network code, the parts that link the Dreamers with Dreaming. When the problem appeared, my bosses asked me to head up the group charged with identifying the problem on this end, to weed out the bugs. What we discovered was that DreamNet was beginning to slip out of our control. There was a contamination, but it wasn't a bug. It wasn't internal. We figured someone had hacked into the network and introduced a virus or worm, something sneaky and adaptable. It didn't take me long to realise there was a link between the static and our problems. The static wasn't the cause, it was the effect. Whatever had infiltrated DreamNet was, for lack of a better word, leaking out onto the wire, causing glitches and system crashes. When I told my supervisors, I was instructed to not ask any questions and to just keep working on the problem. So I did what they told me, but at the same time I started digging deeper on my own. And that's when I met Rio. She was working with the biological systems that run our code and operates DreamNet, the central processor known as Dreamcore. She'd been digging too, and like me, she'd reached an impasse. So we started working together to identify and nail down the contamination. We figured that sooner or later the static would be traced back to Watercore, and then we'd be out of a job. Besides, it was getting serious. People were dying. So we kept digging, and then one day, about a week ago, we discovered something that changed everything. We discovered the truth behind Project Altura, behind DreamNet, behind the Dreamers. Waddy isn't making these things to entertain people. They're making them to spy on and to control people. DreamNet was designed to record people's dreams. Dreamcore was designed to analyze them. Waddy Corp can extract private and personal information about anyone who's ever been connected to a dreamer. And that's just the beginning. By feeding data back through the dreamer, they can plant thoughts, instructions, even hypnotic suggestions in people's heads. DreamNet is the biggest brainwashing experiment of all time, disguised as mindless entertainment.
And now someone's hacking into it.
What? Oh, right, exactly. Someone's trying to take control of the network, the most dangerous weapon of all time. Rio and I, we realized we had to tell someone, but we also knew that the corporation would do anything to protect their secret. If we went to the media, we'd be dead. We had to find someone with the guts to expose Waddy, while protecting our identities.
The hand that bites.
Who better to expose this conspiracy than Jericho and his notorious feed? We knew he wouldn't be afraid to go up against Watercorp. So we got in touch, and then Rio went over to Casablanca to meet him. She brought a prototype dreamer with her to prove we weren't crazy. We knew the risk, but what else could we do? And now, I can't believe Rio's dead. And Jericho. I'm afraid that if nothing's done, this'll keep escalating. The static will get worse. DreamNet will be hijacked, or the corporation will launch the Dreamer. Anyway you turn it, it's bad. Real bad.
This is... And you're sure about this, Damien? It sounds like science fiction.
The people behind it seem to believe that it's possible. And the Dreamer works. I've tried it many times. It's incredible. Like nothing you've ever experienced.
But to know that they have free access to your innermost thoughts.
I won't use it again, that's for sure. Not with everything I know now.
Is there anything you can do to stop it?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it since I first realized what was happening. The static's starting to kill people. And if the Dreamer launches, I don't want to think about what might happen then. So yes, something can probably be done, but I can't do it by myself. The plan was for Rio to help me when she got back from Casablanca. I don't know who else to trust, so I'm a bit stuck.
You can trust me.
Yeah, I know, but you're not... I can't just ask. Why would you want to help?
Why? How can I not help? I may not be any closer to finding Reza, but at least I can do my part in exposing this conspiracy.
It's too dangerous. You could get caught. Or worse.
If you knew what I'd been through these past few days, you wouldn't say that. Whatever it is you need me to do, I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Damien, we don't have a choice. This is what Reza was doing. He was taking a stand. He was risking his life to expose Waticorp. I can't run away from this one. I have to do this. For Reza. For everyone. For myself.
Sounds like you've really thought this one through. Okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
Well, you've definitely arrived in the nick of time. If we're doing this, we have to do it now.
Just tell me what we're doing. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So we need evidence. We need to know where the intrusion is coming from, and we need to stop the static from causing any more damage.
So how do we do all that?
I have to stay here. This is the only place I can access the system from. You, on the other hand, you're going on a long hike into the Wati Caves.
Это будет интересно. Я сейчас как будто мини-фильм посмотрела. С такой информацией сразу.
From the time I open this door, you have 30 minutes to make it down to minus 58. That shouldn't be too hard. At least you don't have to go up. Yet.
I'm fit.
You definitely look it. Okay, one moment. Alright, Zoe. So you know what to do.
I go down to sub-level 58. In exactly half an hour from now, you'll disengage the alarm, and I'll open the door.
Remember that once you're through, the door will be tagged for maintenance by the security systems. If you open it again before the scheduled time, we're screwed.
I got that.
And the rest of it?
I got it. All of it.
Good. Keep in mind that I can't call you while we're inside the building, so we won't be in touch until this is over. Best of luck, Zoe.
Thanks, Damien. You too.
Окей. Минус 50 какой-то там. Мне вручную спускаться, значит, нужно, да? В смысле ногами. А, она... Ого, это какой? Минус 57. Минус 58, по-моему, да? Это самый последний. Офигеть.
Still a few minutes left. I'll have to wait.
Будем ждать, значит. Офигеть, у нее ноги подкачались за это время. Все, можно открывать? Да. Опять эта хрень идет. А это уже другая хрень.
First off, keep an eye out for spiders. If they spot you, you're toast. Use doorways and ventilation shafts to hide in when they're close. Stay quiet and out of sight, and you'll be fine. Alright, so in order to get into the dream core itself, you need to find a way into the offices surrounding the core room. And to do that, we have to cut the power to the doors. I can shut down the necessary grids if you can patch me into the closed circuit system down there. Locate and remove the wall panel marked PSA1 and upload the software I gave you directly into the system. The panel is on the outer wall of the hallway, on the opposite side of where you come in, close to the doors to subsection 2. May be hard to spot, so keep your eyes open. And remember to keep your eyes and ears open for spiders. I want you back in one piece.
Угу. Не зря его таким красивым сделали, я думаю. Так, я чувствую, сейчас налечу обязательно на кого-нибудь. Что-то там А1 какой-то на стене нужно найти. Это что? Закрыто. Зря пытаюсь. Выглядит тупо. Ладно. Ой, куда я развернулась вообще? Может, не стоит спрятаться здесь? Давай будем стоять. Мне почему-то такое чувство, что нужно постоять, подождать. Да, правильно. Мне кажется, он меня сейчас заметит, он так по бокам смотрит, сейчас ноги мои запалят. Нет? Да ладно. Кстати, когда игру долго ничего с ней не делаешь, появляется ролик, и в этом ролике показывали, будто бы я управляю вот этой штукой, которая ходит. Вид такой был от лица этой штуки. Я не знаю почему. Возможно, нам дадут ей поуправлять и походить. А может быть и нет. Может быть, просто в ролике так было. Для прикола сделано. Я надеюсь, она там не разворачивается. Она просто по кругу идет. Так. Сейчас она исчезнет стопудово. А, нет. Так, это что, опять двери? И все. Надеюсь, она не... Да ёшкин кот, долбаный камера. Просто боюсь, она сейчас развернется и обратно пойдет. Это червь. Ага, господи, хватит, пожалуйста. Сейчас мы время потеряем только. Побежали обратно. О,
This looks like the security office. Damien told me not to go in there until I'm ready.
да, о,
The
господи.
security's pretty heavy.
Окей. Случайно нажала, просто хотела, чтобы она пропустила. Диалог. Фак. Кажется, мне сейчас спалят. Фак. Прячься. Упс. Меня здесь нету. Как он быстро круг-то обошел. А может, их двое. Если их двое ходит вот так, то это плохо. Какая штука на стене? Может быть, я ее уже давно пропустила. Что-то. Стоп, давай развернемся. Окей. Мне просто показалось, она сзади идет. Все норм вроде.
I'm guessing this is the cybernetics office. I can't go back up until I finish what I came here for.
Это мы отсюда пришли, значит, да? Где же на стене эта штука?
Those elevators go up to the ground floor, but I won't be going up that way, unfortunately. This is the med lab.
Я помню, что он сказал, будто бы на стене что-то нужно найти. Ладно, пойдем еще пройдемся по кругу. Вот это что стоит? А, это проход, это не стоит ничего. Интересно, что же я могла... Вот это? Да ладно.
There's something in that wall.
Давай попробуем. А это что?
There's a sliding panel here.
Да.
And it's marked
Быстрее.
PSA1. That's the one. I'll
Я
just
боюсь сейчас.
upload Damien's software into the closed circuit system.
Быстрее. То есть эта штука придет.
There. That should allow him to shut off the power to the office doors.
As soon as you upload the patch, I'll be able to shut off the power to the doors. After that, you should be able to get into the offices. Unfortunately, the door to the core room itself will still be locked. It operates on its own secure grid, and the only way to get into the core is to use an authorized access key. We'll get to that later. Now, you need to scan the bioworm I gave you, and before you can do that, you'll need to place it in a special capsule. You'll find those capsules in the laboratory just down the hall from the panel.
Надо было спрятаться быстрее. Лаборатория, это не лаборатория. Пойдем вперед, так по кругу, и нам придется обойти целый круг, наверное. Просто не хочу попасться к той штуке, которая сканирует. Лаборатория — это синенькие такие, да, кружочки на двери. А, нет, это техники вроде там сидят. А вон она идет, еще недалеко ушла даже. Отлично. Чувствую себя сейчас в игре Remember Me, не знаю почему. Так, зеленый, следующая будет синяя, по-моему. Хорошо, что эта штука не оборачивается, у нее нет зрения сзади. Тысяч. По-тихому, по-тихому. Вот это та самая дверь, мне кажется, синенькая должна быть. Угу. Открыто, ура. Что это? Похоже на большое дерево. Офигеть, да? Огромная. Что? Нам нужно это
After
брать?
inserting the worm into the capsule, you'll need to scan it. You'll also need to scan yourself.
Хорошо.
The scanners, with my remote assistance, will upload both yours and the worm's DNA into the Dream Core's guardware. This will allow you access through the airlock. Both scanners are located in the med lab.
То есть меня и роботы те не будут замечать, да? Давай с червяком. Хорошо. Теперь нужно засунуть это сканирующую хрень. А где она? Вот это? Нет. Нет.
I can't access this. Even Liv's software wouldn't stand a chance against the security systems Watty employ.
Он мне показал какую-то штуку, типа просканировать себя. Может быть, это в другом месте находится. Пошли быстрее. Черт. Быстрее надо разворачиваться и бежать обратно. Чтобы нас не запалила эта штука.
I need to disable the security before going in there.
Окей. Просто я проверяю двери. Вдруг в той же самой комнате, просто я не заметила где-то что-то. А, нет, все хорошо. Заходи быстрее. Так, а что здесь? А здесь эти самые штуки.
This console is locked, and the protection is probably airtight. Without Liv around, I wouldn't risk trying to access it.
Просто, может быть, нам нужно ей позвонить, нет? А может быть, нужно было просто применить этого червя? Так, в общем, думаю, серию на этом стоит закончить, потому что время подошло к концу. В следующей серии уже разрешим этот вопрос, что тут делать. В общем, всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.